Good morning, Mrs. Lax. My name is Dr. Jones. I'm going to be performing your operation today. We're going to be taking a couple of samples from your cervix to see if there's any abnormal growth from it, okay? It might hurt a little bit, but I promise it won't be long. Okay, I'm going to take a couple snips now. It might hurt a little bit. Okay, and we're good. Alright, so I have the samples now. We're going to be testing it out, and we'll see if there's any growth from it, alright? Thank you.
I thought I saw the devil this morning. Never meant to start a fire, and never meant.
Good morning, Dr. Guy.
Good morning.
So we had a patient, Henrietta Lax. She had some growth on her cervix, so I took some samples from it, and I put them in these test tubes, and you can do your magic and see if anything grows.
Alright, so I'll just be adding the solution and then we can come back in 24 hours and see if they've multiplied or not.
Alright, sounds good.
Thank you.
Alright, have fun. Good morning, Dr. Guy.
Good morning.
So what's been happening with the samples?
So there's definitely been some growth from the cells, which is pretty normal. I'm pretty sure they're just all gonna die off.
What solution did you use?
Well, it was a mixture of plasma of chickens, puree of calf fetuses, special salts, and blood from human umbilical cords.
So are you gonna do anything else with them, or just let them grow?
We'll just wait 24 more hours and see what's happened from there.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright.
Good morning, Dr. Guy.
Good morning.
So what's been happening with the samples?
Well, these cells are spreading like crabgrass. These might be the first immortal human cells. Everybody's gonna want to get their hands on these.
Alright, Dr. Guy, sounds good. Have fun with it.
Miss Ma, we didn't have enough money to buy her a tombstone.
We don't even have enough money to buy food. Hi, is your name Babette?
Yeah, why?
Are you a patient at Baltimore City Hospital by chance?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
It was Cooper, but my married name is Lax.
That's weird. I work at the National Cancer Institute, and in my lab we have cells from someone named Henrietta Lax. Is that related to you somehow?
Yeah, she was my mother-in-law, but she died 25 years ago from cervical cancer.
That's weird. So those cells are from a black woman named Henrietta Lax who died in the 50s at Johns Hopkins from cervical cancer. Do you know anything about that?
Well, how do you know that?
I don't know. We got those cells from some organization that's been sending it out to doctors and labs throughout the world.
What? What is this organization?
Yes, this is Johns Hopkins Hospital. How may I help you?
I'm calling about my mother, Henrietta Lax. You got some of her alive in there?
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't find any records on a woman named Henrietta Lacks.
Hello? Hello? Daggum.
When people ask, it seems like people always be asking to where I can't never get away from it. I say, yeah, that's right. My mother's name was Henrietta Lacks. She died in 1951. John Hopkins took her cells and them cells are still living today. Still multiplying, still growing and spreading if you don't keep them frozen. Science calls her HeLa, and she's all over the world in medical facilities and all the computers and internet everywhere. When I go to the doctor for my checkups, I always say my mother was HeLa. They get all excited, tell me stuff like how her cells help make my blood pressure medicines and antidepressant pills, and how all this important stuff in science happened because of her. But they don't never explain more than just saying, yeah, your mother was on the moon. She invented nuclear bombs and made that polio vaccine. I really don't know how she did all that, but I guess I'm glad she did, because that means she helping lots of people. I think she would like that. But I always have thought it was strange. If our mother's cells done so much for medicine, how come her family can't afford to see no doctors? Don't make no sense. People got rich off my mother without us even knowing about them taking her cells. Now we don't get a dime. I used to get so mad about that to where it made me sick, and I had to take pills. But I don't got it in me no more to fight. I just want to know who my mother was.